Welcome back, everyone, to It's Last Call. Last call, but the alcohol only on it is, well, if you're listening to audio, it's the Blue Wire Hustle Network. If you're looking on video, it is the Last Call video channel. Now, join me here on the location. She is one of the stars of Van Helsing. She gets to kick ass, take names, and well, look very good doing it. I give you all the way somewhere right now, probably either in Canada or Los Angeles. She's traveling all over the place. I can't keep up. I give you, it is the beautiful Miss Jennifer Cheon Garcia. Jennifer, I'll start off here with Van Helsing. How much do you enjoy this? It's a sci-fi show. It's the action show, but the stars and the badasses are women. It's women who are no longer helpless like little puppies. They're the ones kicking ass, taking names, and you get to do all that fun stuff.
I do. I get to, take the names and kick their butts for sure.
So tell us about Ivory here, because you originally were the villain. You're now sort of, a sort of a tweener, I guess. Like, how much has the character changed, and how much have you enjoyed this change between the first time you were on the show and to today? As we're going into this season.
It's been a really big learning experience for me. I've really, really enjoyed the opportunity of getting to be a part of a show with this many creative people that I really admire. Also, to be able to kind of show a different kind of villain has been a lot of fun too. And just kind of helping me explore the different places of what intention is and what it is to be a villain, and where she's coming from, and learn to sympathize from both sides and try and see everyone's point of view.
Now I know that you are an accomplished taekwondo artist. You train a lot here. And it shows in the fight scenes, because I'm guessing you do all your own stunts, correct?
For this show, yes, correct, I do.
How much does that also help with the acting in terms of, and I remember talking with Alex Malari once, and he said, if the body's in shape, the mind's in shape, because the synapses are flowing, you can reach, you can memorize stuff easily because your body's just in good shape. How much do you find that true? That all of a sudden now, because you're doing more of the stunts, you're in shape, you're in your peak condition, it's like, oh, I'm up on alert. I can memorize more lines. I can do this all day long, and it just feels like a walk in the park.
Well, it's definitely not a walk in the park, but I think it really does help, especially if you're playing a character that is a very physical character. I think it would do you some good to try and step into those shoes and know how it's like to use your body the same way that your character would use their body. And I mean, if you think about it, she was on a very particular diet when she was a vampire, and then becoming a human. And I mean, we started shooting this show, like, we were the first show to come out of quarantine to start shooting. And I mean, we were all still kind of holding that quarantine 15. I wasn't at like my tip top shape like I would have really loved to be. Like when we were gearing up to do it in March or April, and then the pandemic hit, and this time last year we were in lockdown, and then productions got pushed or put to the side, and we weren't sure if we were even gonna, like, was the film industry gonna come back or not? There were so many questions. I mean, there still is so many questions, but just talking about back then. And so you try your best to get a hang of those home workouts and stuff like that, but there's nothing like being on the pads with a partner and sparring. So I mean, I hope I was in good shape. I hope that these fight scenes look good. But yeah, I think I to answer your question, I think it is kind of important to be physical if your character is in fact physical. It helps tell the story better.
How tough was that for you because COVID? Because it's the middle of a big show for you where you're breaking out as an actress in a name. People are taking notice. And all of a sudden, it shuts down, which means no food on the table, no money, nothing's coming up. You're going, crap, what's happening here? People forget me. What's going on with the buzz? How much mentally was this stressful for you in terms of you would start to get over the hump, you would start to make a name, and all of a sudden now, because of a worldwide pandemic, everything just literally is the rug's pulled out from under you.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, that's why kids, it's very important to save. Don't buy those kicks. Save your money. Buy the kicks later. But I mean, yeah. That's a really good question, because it was and still is kind of scary, because you're not really sure. There's been a few jobs that I haven't been able to go and do, or just think it's probably not the best idea to be traveling, or it is a really stressful time for many reasons. But you just gotta stay optimistic, right? And you just gotta keep going, just figure out how to get out all those insecurities and all that anxiety, put it towards something, and then just keep going and just hope for the best. I mean, that's all we can do, is just hope that we're all going to come out of this stronger and better than we were before.
What did you do to sort of keep busy? Because as you said, you're not working, so you're basically stuck. You really can't travel. So I know I've talked to a lot of people. Some of them started working out more. Some people started doing their own YouTube channels or this or that. What did you do to basically, find that inner zen so you're not going, freaking out or just pigging out and watching Netflix and eating pizza every day?
Well, I did my share of that, that's for sure. I think you started off like, okay, I'm not gonna let this, wreck my fitness vibe. I'm gonna keep going, and then you start slowly decreasing and having that extra, glass of whatever, and having that extra slice of pizza and all that stuff. So I definitely did my share of binge watching and eating pizza and stuff like that. But a big part of my like physical and mental health has been hot yoga. I'm the type of person that like I'll just like go, or I get really fixated on something, and then like I'll just keep charting. So yoga has always been really good for me, to just like, it's an hour where your phone is nowhere near you, and all you do is gotta breathe and stay in a pose. And so losing that part of my life was really challenging for me, and it took me a good 9 months to like stop feeling sorry for myself, and to find a workout or a home routine that really worked for me. Some of the things that like to keep me busy, I started writing more, which is not something that I'm used to doing. So that was really good. And I also started playing virtual golf, which was something new in my life. Just a lot of reading, a lot of puzzles, kind of the same as everybody else, just trying not to lose your mind.
But I got to question the golf thing, because golf already is one of those things where it mentally just will make people snap. I've seen people all of a sudden throw golf clubs, start swearing, attacking pivot holes. Why golf then? Why was that something? Oh yeah, let's try this here. Let's try a sport which will literally make me go crazy because I can't put a little ball into a little hole.
It's all about that form and confidence, man. I mean, there are some days where I'm just like, I don't have the headspace. I don't have the synergy to like, it's because I tend to overthink things. So golf has been really helpful to just like follow the motions, trust the form, be confident, take the swing. Versus I'm always like, is my knee bent? Is it too straight? Am I hunched over? So it's a work in progress.
As you said, as it's been noted, you have a black belt, as you said, in Taekwondo. You also, it's also you are trained to be art of combat weapons training. You are working on your second degree here. Is there a part of you wants to try this? I mean, because I was thinking about this here. There's a woman, you might have heard of her, Jennifer Cheon. She does this MMA thing, or she used to.
Oh
Everybody's talking,
yeah.
she might do this. I mean, is there a part of it's going, you know what? I want to do one fight UFC, one fight Bellator. I want to see all these years of me training, honing my craft, doing all these katas, these trips and everything. I want to see if I could actually go into a cage and actually fight. Is there a part of me that's like, I want to try this?
There is a part of me that wants to try it. There's also a part of me that thinks I've like passed that age where like I'll jump back from whatever may happen in that cage. So I'm very aware of that. And I mean, I have so much respect to fighters and athletes that really dedicate every moment of their day towards being ready to jump in that ring and fight. I mean, it's a different feeling when you are training with a trainer, or you're doing drills on your own, or you're hitting a bag, than what it's like for someone that's actually standing across from you that wants to kick your ass. So very, very different things. But I don't know. Maybe one day I'll put all my training to test and see. Gotta up my cardio though, because of this pandemic. I'm definitely not I'm not one to just get up and run for no reason if like no one's chasing me or something. So I definitely would need to work on that if I was ever gonna think about getting in a ring with anybody.
Now, what is it about Taekwondo that you love? Because you've been doing this for a long time. You're still doing it. And it's grueling because you are putting your body in different positions. You have to literally find perfect balance. You have to do the same move over and over again. You're doing it probably in a gi, which probably is not the most fun thing because it's like a bathrobe, except it's pretty tight. Like, what is it about this practice or even a sport that you look and go, I love it. I can't get rid of it. It's in my damn DNA. I just can't get rid of it.
Well, there you said it. That's pretty much the main reason. It's in my DNA. I'm Mexican and I'm Korean, and I growing up, I've been to Mexico many times. I've met my Mexican side of my family, and I've always felt really comfortable with that side of myself and feel more familiar with that side of myself. And I've never quite, like I haven't been to Korea yet, which was actually something I was going to do last year, but the pandemic hit, so I wasn't able to go. With Taekwondo, it was really finding that side of myself and finding that part of Korean culture that I just wasn't familiar with. I mean, my dad was traveling a lot when I was younger, and when we were together, that's kind of how we connected and how we bonded is, he teach me how to fight, or he'd teach me how to make weapons, or he would teach me how to use weapons, or he was a very militant man. So that's I think that's also why I keep going, and that repetition, it's just like it's kind of great that you can never really fully master it. I feel like it's always going to be part of my life, no matter how many degrees I get, or how many uh, uh, um, check marks I get under my belt, I guess. But it's always going to be a journey that sticks with me for sure.
Yes, as you mentioned before, you starred right now in, which is Van Helsing. You've been on the A Team. You've been on Star Trek Beyond. You've been Countdown, The Layover. Van Helsing was one that's put you on the spot. I know that you have in the works or post production, as they say, this show called The Wheel of Time. Hopefully, I will definitely see that. What do you feel you need to do to get to that next level, where it's all of a sudden, more TV shows, whether it's Netflix, Amazon, basic, TV, basic cables they call it, premium cable. These directors go, you know what, we want to cast you. We have a bigger role. I mean, with everything going on and with the explosion of all this content, which people are trying to get, for you, what do you feel you need to do to get to that next step where they're calling you, going, we want you in this main role. We want to, feature you as a regular cast member.
Well, I hope that my work will speak for itself. I hope that people will, gravitate to what I do and what I'm about, and would just want to continue working with me. That's all I can really hope for. I mean, um, I'm super proud of the work that myself and my fellow castmates and the writers have done to make Van Helsing a show and to show it to all the fans that love the show and show our support. So I mean, right now I guess I'm just taking it one day at a time and just really trying to enjoy this moment. I mean, there was a moment, this exact moment last year, I didn't necessarily think that I'd be sitting here talking to you about how we finished the final season, and now it's actually going to be aired, and fans are actually going to get to see it and enjoy it. So all I can do right now is just be grateful and excited that I'm still part of the conversation. I mean, we'll see what happens in the future. You know, but for now, I'm just going to take it one day at a time, and hopefully people like what I'm about and they like my work.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the beautiful but talented, and hopefully the next big breakout star of 2021. This year's going to get better. Hopefully, I give you it's Jennifer Cheon Garcia. Jennifer, before I let you go, where can fans check you out? Where's the Twitter page, the Instagram, the website, and what else is coming down the pike that we can look out for?
Well, you can always find me on the gram at what is my Instagram handle? Oh my goodness. At my last name's Cheon Garcia. And then you can find me on Twitter the same way. Hope you like what you see.
I think that's just an understatement right there. I think a lot of people have they see, but that's just my opinion. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I give you Jennifer Cheon Garcia. We come back. We got a lot more going on. Only on it is Last Call. Last Call with the alcohol. Only on the Last Call YouTube channel, the Blue Wire Hustle Network.